Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a while. I apologize for that. I had a cold, and my voice sounded worse than it does now. But let's just start off with a important roster update. I don't know how starter packs work and how they normally spread out players and positions and stuff, but we've had a left winger playing defense this entire time. I didn't notice that until a few games in, and it lasted throughout the first season. So what we're going to do is we're just going to recap all of the first season on our quest for the Division 10 title. So let's get right into it. Yeah, so game 1 started out pretty well. Turns out the guy I was playing against wasn't ready to play, and instead of being a good sport, I just decided to take advantage of it. This doesn't always work out well for me. Usually when someone's not playing, I have a hard time getting the puck from them, but it turned out pretty well this time. Gustav Franzen of the Kitchener Rangers put us on the board first. Yes, I had to Google that. I don't know who anyone on this team is, but what I do know is that we were off to an early 1-0 lead. Let's see how it held up. I mean, it held up for about 15 minutes of game time before this guy decided to be a glitcher and a cheater and score. Come on, guys, what are you doing on defense? Pathetic. That was probably the left winger. That was okay, though, because the boys are resilient. They may not be very skilled or fast or talented, but by God, they know how to work. And they took back the lead with less than 20 seconds to go in the first period and rode that momentum right into the second. And taking advantage of that momentum, Teemu Pulkkinen capitalized on a 3-on-1 early in the second to make it 3-1. Brandon Fushimi made it 4-1. And after our pal with the coolest name in the world, Cord Pankovitz, took advantage of a 4-on-0, that was all she wrote for that one. Alright, I'm feeling good. Let's move on to game 2. This one was really laggy. I won, but it was really laggy. You don't want to watch the highlights. I should have quit. I'll just let this kid sum it up. Yeah, I'm not really sure what exactly he said, but I mean, I'm sure the sentiment was the same. It was pretty frustrating, and he quit. I mean, he stopped playing, so you don't need to see this one. I mean, just for the sake of closure, we'll just skip ahead to the end where we won 6-0. I mean, I stopped playing too because, I mean, I could score, but it was unbearable to play, and I thought I was going to get disconnected, so, yeah. Anyway, on to Game 3. Hey, so I just realized this isn't Game 3, this is technically Game 4 since I already played a game in the previous video, but for the sake of continuity, let's just call it 3, and damn it, that was a frustrating goal to give up. What is it with all these penguins? You know, at this point I was realizing just how much slower my players are than his, but there were like 5 seconds left, so I was like, alright, we got out of the first, and then this happened. Perfect. I hate the Penguins. But by God, the Dixels boys, we're not quitters. We're just going to keep grinding away, and we're going to get one. Alright. You know, full disclosure, I am the type of person that likes to rage quit. So part of making this video series was to keep me accountable and keep me from rage quitting. Let's see if that was worth it. You know, at this point it was just hard to get anything going. My guys were so much slower, and this guy was a good player, so I was just chucking stuff at the net. And that one somehow went in. That's what you do, boys. You have a terrible team, you stay in it, you just throw it at the net, and hope that that ice tilt works. This is what I really like about this goal. It was so terrible that the replay didn't even follow it. Just like, hey, alright, I scored. Attaboy. What a terrific replay. We saw all of it. There we go. Alright, I don't mean to bring you down, but that was the only goal I scored, and then we lost. So, it was a pretty cool goal, but that was our first loss in Division 10, and it didn't feel good. Let's see how things went in the next game. Yeah, it was another game against a pretty talented player, and he had an early power play, so I had to try really hard not to fall down early. But that didn't work out so well. Look at this snipe. Damn! You almost had that one there, buddy. But in the last minute of the period, we had a power play of our own, and we took advantage and scored in the last minute again. You know, we had a lot of luck in the last minute in this season. Guess it goes to show that you should always grind it out till the end. I have nothing to say about this breakaway. Just watch. I will make no apologies. Alright, so we can't score in the breakaway, so what do we gotta do? Forecheck, forecheck, forecheck. I always run the 3-2 forecheck. pretty much as aggressively as I can go because, I don't know, my guys are slow anyway, so they need all the help they can get. And we got rewarded here. So we were up 2-1 with 1.5 minutes left to go in the second period. You know, this isn't a Dixels pro tip video. I think I used up all of my pro tips in the first Dixels pro tip video we did. But consider this a pro tip. Don't do any of the things I'm doing right there. What the hell was that? I was chasing, I stopped, I skated right by the guy. Horrible. Don't do that. Alright, you see the scoreboard. 12 seconds left in the third. Can we use any of that luck we've had in the last minute here to go up? No. Maybe again? Nope, not quite. This one's going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, overtime for the Division 10 title. Can the stakes get any higher? Yes, they can get a lot higher, but check this out. That's how I like to win. Teemu Pulkkinen. As soon as I get a captain card, going to Teemu Pulkkinen. Alright, so that was the goal that clinched the Division 10 title. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed this, you know, sort of recap that we did of the entire first season in Division 10. I don't know, future videos might be a lot more like this, instead of focusing on one game. I don't want to make this too long of a series. The good news is, with that Division title win, we are hopefully going to have enough coins soon to buy a gold pack. I didn't want to, you know, start with buying bronze packs or a silver. I just want to go straight to gold, get at least a few decent players. Maybe we'll get some special cards, but I doubt it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.